Welcome to the playoffs. Oh, what a great feeling to say that. TOL, the real season starts right now, and I couldn't be more excited. And with me is the legend, the man who puts this all together, the backbone of the entire thing, the great Mr. Bobby Lesher.
Yes, it is your humble leader, the TOL commissioner. Welcome to the playoffs. And Jenkinson, I just want to make sure I am sharing my screen. Can you see it on your end?
I cannot.
You cannot. Well, that sucks. Oh,
It worked a minute ago.
It helps if I hit the share button. So there we
Yes,
we
I
go.
see it now.
All right. Still see it, right?
Are you going to edit all this out?
Who cares?
Who cares?
It's more
We're bringing it to you, folks.
It's more fun for them to see the struggle,
Heck yeah.
All right. So first matchup we have is the Loose Vees and the Chicago Robbers. Without further ado, and you're actually going to get to see the whole process I go through here to record games too. So I'm going to go ahead and hit next game, file, record. I got to create a new folder here. So you're going to have to give me a second.
Well, I'll talk a little bit about this game while we're looking through some files here. So these two teams were both in the same division. And in our, playoff preview show, we talked about this, but the Chicago Robbers are maybe the most interesting story of the season. They started off 2-5, 2-6, something like that, and were written off by many, including myself. I will fully admit that I wrote them off, and they were the little engine that could. They just kept picking up wins here and there until they got to the point where they needed to defeat the Nintendo Power, one of the top teams here who's got themselves a bye, and they did it. They pulled it off. Whereas the Loose Vees are kind of the opposite in that they were one of the most consistent teams. They were right near the top of the rankings throughout the whole season. So two really good teams here. It's going to be a fun game. Third time they're playing this year.
And can you see my screen now?
Yep.
All right, good.
So I see the kickoff here. So Hugh Janus is their best paid offensive player. So having him healthy and in the lineup.
He's also going to be playing running back one this game. No injury return, so that's good. That means they get to keep their lineups the same.
And Chicago Bear legend Richard Dent with the sack to start it off. That's a big sign for the Robbers.
Jump kick. Oh, interception.
That's big time. Peanut Tillman picks it off, and he's got room.
Oh,
he's making the
25.
most of it. Wow. Huge play. That's the kind of play that the Robbers are going to need to win this game.
Yeah, and Torrey comes into this game in bad conditions, so that's going to have a huge impact in this game.
Torrey's been in bad condition pretty much all season. I feel a little bad for the Vees in that regard. You can't see me, gets stuffed there, but 2nd and 6.
That's actually John Cena's cousin. You see me.
All right, Capone, who's had a real good year, needs to make a play.
Got somebody open. There it is.
Oh, crafty moves by Capone and puts the points on the board, and they took it to the house. Capone looked real sharp on that play, avoided the rusher, found the open lane, made the throw, and Capone's actually become one of my favorite players in this league. I don't know, sometimes I just get an affinity for certain players, and I was making an MVP argument for him a couple years ago, but I've been a big fan of Capone for a while.
Big blocked extra point there. That could be huge in this game.
Absolutely.
Oh, diving catch.
Nice catch. I mean, all these receivers can catch. I've watched these Loose Vees a bunch of times, and that's one thing I can tell you. He clearly paid the hit rating on the catch rating on all these guys, but that doesn't matter much when Kyle Fuller goes for the blitz.
All right, here's that RNS 3 wing. He's got the RB2 open. Dumps off to Charmart.
Oh, nice moves by Charmart.
any relation to Charmander, the Pokemon? I don't know much about Pokemon.
I don't either, but I'm going to say no. Wilbur Marshall.
That might not even be the correct name. I don't even know.
Torrey drops back. Great pass rush so far.
3rd and
The
15.
front for the Bears, or I'm sorry, I'm just calling them the Bears, but the Robbers.
Oof.
Boom, does it again. Technically not a sack, but serves the same purpose. And the loose Vees, I mean, they're going to score some points, but because their offense is just too good not to. But if they're having this much trouble moving the ball early, it's not a good sign for them that the Robbers seem to be controlling that front part of the field, the trenches.
Yeah, I definitely think that they'll get their offense going, but it's definitely a slow start, not the start that they wanted.
In the shotgun, you know.
He's got a man open down there.
Do see me.
It's another first down, keeping the chains moving.
Yeah, Capone looks sharp today. Oh,
wow, in coverage.
Trouble. Oh, it's caught. I thought that could be a pick right there.
Oh,
and Hand's got a step. Oh, and showing those hands. Hands got the hands. Touchdown, Robbers.
This is actually Eric's 3rd trip to the playoffs in the last 3 seasons, and he's been one and done in the playoffs for the first 2 seasons. Right now, this is kind of looking like it could be the same thing.
Yeah, I'm kind of rooting for Eric. Eric and I've become kind of buds, and I like his team. But I've got no beef with the Robbers or anything. I just kind of like Eric. It's a family affair in the Nurse's household. Urlacher. Oh, see, I was not thrilled with Urlacher because I thought he was coming on strong to try and take the sack title from the Fanatic, but the Fanatic held on.
He's got a man open.
Sack champion.
Oh, where did that defender come from?
Wow. Man, that safety or corner must have been paid pretty good because they closed a lot of ground there right at the end. It doesn't look like anybody's obviously open.
Oh, no, not again.
Another interception for Jackson. And Jackson's got moves.
Wow.
Brought
This is
down.
not how I saw this game going.
No. I mean, there's still a lot of big play offensive potential here for the Vees. So I am not, way too early to count them out. They've got they got several plays where those receivers are going deep and they can all catch. So, but even a field goal here seems like a major victory for the Robbers. They just want to not turn it over. Making it 3 scores is scary.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I jinxed them. So if anybody needs help this season, send me $20 over in PayPal. Oh, and I'll talk about your opponent's team's not fumbling.
We are going to call that the Jank Jinx.
I like it. So the top receiver's got some room. Eric Nurse
mistimed that throw.
Eric's been known to do some jump catches throughout the year, so I still thought he might come down with it. Going to Eric again.
Oh!
See, that's what I'm talking about. He knows what he's doing out there. Kid can catch. He can play guitar, too.
This time they could not get the diving catch.
Jumps back again.
Oh,
but the lineman bails him out. What a big
moves.
Whoa, Torrey. Says bad condition that, pal.
I see. Maybe there was a condition bump from the first quarter to the second quarter.
Fast for a bad condition player. And it's, we've talked about this before, but it's just crazy how quickly the momentum can change. They were down 13-0, and the Robbers looked like they were on the precipice of making it a 3-score game. And then turnover, big offensive plays, boom. And now this just feels like it's a hotly contested game instead of looking like a blowout.
Well, as soon as you say that, here comes a huge return. He might go all the way.
Yeah, he's got room. Well, one defender's going to dive.
Wow.
All right, the Jenk Jinx is really on here.
The Jank Jinx is real.
All right, so let me just say this right now. The Whodats are going to be unstoppable in their first playoff game, okay? The Whodats are incredible.
Another blocked
missed
extra point.
Extra point. Janice. It's Janus. It's Janus.
They're going to need a huge answer here if they want to stay in this game. Tori is taking it herself here.
That's a good adjustment, you know, by the Vees. If their D-backs are really focused on getting them, hey, take what they give you.
Another sack for Richard Dent.
Dent, Olive.
Putting a dent in his offense.
Consistently move it when you're constantly at 2nd and 19, 2nd and 17. There's Eric. There's Eric. Throw it.
Had somebody open too.
Yeah, still a good game, but giving it to Eric would have been better.
Oh, here we go.
There he is. Give it to your boy.
I think he waited too long. We'll see.
No, I think he's got it.
Oh!
What a throw. What a catch. Eric nurses. And now those extra points again start creeping up. Can he nail this one, make it a 5-point game? He does.
That is the kind of answer they
field
needed.
goals would give him the win. And but Moss had a big answer last time. So let's see if nope, stuck. You don't think of the Robbers as having an explosive offense per se, but with this much passing, you never know. But I think they'll be happy to have a 19-14 lead at half if they can walk away with that.
Ooh, under pressure.
Just gets it
Gets it off.
Oh,
wow.
Man. Finds the seam.
They're going to need either that first pass play, the T play action D, or the third pass play. Or just run it.
Or just run it. Makes sense.
Timeout, timeout, timeout. All right, one last play.
Oh, good for them. Unlike my team in week 16 against stupid Oaks. Could not get that.
They're just going to run the... Oh, no.
Oh, no, this could be big trouble. Oh, no, is anybody going to catch?
Oh, wow.
For a second, I thought. Good second quarter by the Vees, though, to really...
That could have been a disaster. Well, it was a good game here, 19-14. Definitely not how I envisioned this game going so far, but Roberts getting the ball first at the second half. If they can score here, that puts them in a really good spot.
Yes. Again, with that lead being 5, a field goal feels really big because it turns it into a 2-score game. So, any points are good points for the Robbers right now. Complete. It seems like the defense is certainly tightening up here by the Vees. The loose Vees are tightening up.
Loose Vees tightening up on the D.
We're still children in our hearts.
Absolutely. Oh, gets it to the house.
Pass.
He might take it to the house.
Yeah, he might. He's fast.
Ooh.
Bunch of missed dives.
That is a touchdown.
Taking it to house.
And this is what we said, that if they can get a touchdown here, it puts them in a good spot. Up 2 scores.
Yeah, I mean, of all the teams you don't count out, it's the Vees with that Eric and Devaney can both, catch it deep down the field. But they're running out of opportunities on both offense and defense. They got to think of every drive now as an opportunity. And Janus does not maximize that opportunity.
Now, when you have a huge anus at running back 1, anything can happen.
That's true. I was trying to come up with a quick Hugh James joke, but I blanked. Oh, here's the worst play in Tecmo. Get out of the end zone at least. Yeah, I had that play on my team, and I I mean, obviously it's just a cost-cutting play, but even knowing how much money it saved me, I still regretted it. It was just a disaster. But what's not a disaster is Tori Nurse's feet. She is making plays.
Nobody really open here. Ooh, that could have been a bad situation, especially with the 2 interceptions already.
Lucky to get out of that one with an incomplete. Across the
Nobody
middle.
really open there, but throws
Eric
are
Nurses is always open.
yeah, just throw them open.
Just give him the ball. Charm art time? Charm art. Swarm.
Okay.
Eric's there again.
Jump catch.
Jump. Yes, sir.
That's a score. They're
Yep,
not
they're
gonna
not going to get him. Touchdown, Eric Nurses. I wish I could play guitar. I'd be. But now can he tack on this extra point? He does. 21-26, back to a 5-point game. Now, obviously, trading touchdowns is not going to work for the Vees long term, but obviously it's big to answer that last touchdown with one of their own.
We've seen one turnover already here. I think this defense is capable of producing another one. We'll see.
Yeah, even up that turnover. Oof, rough. You should make that play $1 in the season 7.
Actually, I already changed that. I made that into a wide receiver 2 reverse, and it works a lot better.
I was gonna say, just put it in there for $1. See if anybody uses it. Oh, nice play by the defense there. So that's the kind of defensive drive they needed. That was dominant. Really put the Robbers in their place there. And now they've got the ball and a chance to take the lead after everything that's gone wrong for the Vees today. They have the ball in their hands with a chance for the lead. So that's all you can really ask for. And Janus, we've been waiting for Janus to make a big move. I thought that was going to be his big play there, but still good.
Still a great return.
Yeah, absolutely. Corey with the feet.
Wow. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, no. All right, well, big news for the Robbers here. Tori, her feet have guided them well, but
almost give it right back.
Oh, I thought for a second they were going to get the turnover right back. That's the pass rush. Capone. Capone says, oh, check out my feet.
Wow.
Wow. That's right. Capone takes the baseball bat and smashes Eric Nurse's head with it. Elliot Ness couldn't stop him on that play, folks.
Now, this Chicago Robbers team is actually starting to remind me a little bit of the Season 3 Cool Board Games Frank Baylog's team. They started off 2-5, and they didn't lose a single game for the rest of the season. With the Chicago Robbers starting off 2-6, finishing the season at 9-7 here in the playoffs, they could be set up for a pretty magical run as well.
Hey, look, sometimes it's just your year, you know? I mean, sometimes just it happens. And, I mean, obviously it does not look good for the Vees, but I'm still not counting them out. This game isn't
absolutely
over.
not. Especially when you got FaZe Gab at tight end right there with a catch up across the middle.
The gift of Gab is delivering. Tori's got time. Going deep to Devaney.
Oh, in coverage again.
And he's got to max out the hands on both of those wide receivers, which is smart. That's a good stat to put your money in, you know, those hands, those catches.
Good decision to run it there. There was nobody open.
Yeah, and she's glad she's not afraid after turning the last one over. You still gotta be tough, make the right decisions. Can't live in the past.
Hugh Jane is pounding the hole there. Oh.
Uh-oh. Are they going to go for it here? I think.
I feel like you have to go for it. I mean, you're
questionable decision. Wow. That's the kind of thing that the talk radio is going to be talking about in Seattle all off season. I mean, you get the points, but I mean, it doesn't change the number of scores. Onside kick, they don't get it. It's going to be really hard. I mean, again, not impossible, but it's going to be really hard now for the Vees. And the Robbers can pretty much put it away.
Oh,
Oh, that's what they needed! Kubakayan! Woo! Back in it! Clutch! Tori says,
Tori decides to take it on her own.
I love it when the quarterbacks, when the lineman's blocking and the quarterback just runs into the defender, just knocks him over. I never get, 30 years I've been watching that. I never get tired of it. All right, so you got to start thinking matriculate it into the end zone here. Like, you can't.
Oh,
oh, there it is.
There it is.
We're waiting for the big play from Hugh, and he delivers it.
Now, do they go for the onside kick here, or do they kick it off?
I'm thinking they're going to go onside. They went onside last time, but
Well,
I can see it either way.
With the computer logic, usually around this time with more than 2 minutes, they usually kick it off. It's less than a touchdown, and that's exactly what happens here.
Yeah, I don't mess with you or Tim or Mike's Tecmo knowledge. All right. Well, here we go. Here we go. 2-point game.
And they're going to stick to the run game here to start off. Oh, and
Oh,
make some moves.
the house has been huge today.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no! Are they gonna get him?
Whew.
They need to hold him to a field goal here.
That was huge.
That was huge run by the house.
There was at least like 6 or 7 defenders right there, and none of them could get to him. Oh, they're not gonna get him. Wow.
They see me. They see me in the end zone.
And there is John Cena's cousin with the touchdown.
John Cena's cousin. Apple dough! Boo, boo, doo, boo.
Another missed extra point.
Did they not pay their kicker?
Maybe the kicker's in bad condition. Who knows?
Oh, man, how many of them have we seen today?
I believe that was the third. Uh-oh.
Hugh!
Here is the play
Jesus,
that
it's
Hugh
not
needs.
quite over yet, folks!
Ah,
Hugh has kept them alive late.
this game is far from over. Oof, that was a dangerous pass.
Dangerous, dangerous.
Time is running short here. They need something quick.
Veeny
Not like that.
all money with those hands today, but couldn't quite come down with that one. Yeah, at this point, you just, covered or not, you just throw it to Devaney or Eric, one or the other, or the draw.
Ooh,
Or
he almost broke that one.
Yeah.
See, in this
Yeah.
situation, you might want to kick a field goal and do an onside kick, but
Yeah, actually, yeah.
oh, just enough for the first down. But time is still ticking.
Yeah, I mean, you're running out of options. Again, just throw it to Eric. Covered, not covered, just let your best player try to make a play.
31 seconds. This is not
31.
looking good for the
No,
loose Vees here.
not impossible, but you got to score pretty much on this play.
Why would you run that
And
play?
you call
Come
the
on.
draw the char mark. Even
Oh,
if they, I don't think they can do it at this point. There's just not enough ticks. Well, that does not help. Wilbur Marshall seals the
Wow.
deal.
12
Well,
seconds.
congratulations to the Robbers. Great season for Eric. Regardless here, and
Yeah, man.
Mr. First round of the playoffs. But I thought this was the year that curse was going away. So, what can you
Wow.
say? 40% completion percentage isn't going to get it done.
Those interceptions in the first half were huge.
Yeah, I mean, they were in a big hole. Hugh Janus got them in a big hole, and then they, but they
All right.
they rallied the rest of the way, but just wasn't enough.
So what do we think about the rematch between the Robbers and Nintendo Power? This is a matchup of Week 17 where the Robbers needed that win to get in the playoffs, and now here they are in the playoffs, win the first round, and they've got a rematch with Nintendo Power.
Look, on paper, I think Nintendo Power is a better team, but like I said earlier, I've been underestimating the Robbers for about 12 weeks now, so I should probably stop doing that. The interesting thing, too, is that Nintendo Power had Mario back for that game. They lost a couple games late in the season, but it was when their best player was hurt. But Mario was back for that game, so they were at full strength, and the Robbers still beat them. I still think Nintendo Power is going to pull this one off, but I mean, stay on the edge of your seats, folks. It's going to be a great game. Robbers can absolutely win it.
Absolutely. Yep. And again, it's hard to count the robbers out, but with the Nintendo Power playing as the player 1 spot, I give that slight advantage over to the Nintendo Power. But who knows? The robbers just proved us wrong this week, so we'll see if they do it again.
All right. Well, congratulations to Eric for a great season, and congratulations to the robbers for moving on.